So it's official. TikTok has been banned in the United States. Um, I just wanted to kind of give you my thoughts on this whole entire saga, the saga of TikTok, and what this ban kind of means, um, and just the reaction to it, the memes, the stuff on other social media platforms. What does this mean for social media as a whole moving forward? Is this only going to be temporary? What will Trump do when he officially takes office? I just wanted to kind of give my brief thoughts on everything. So just bear with me. Hit that like button, because I want to do more of these like kind of discussion videos. I don't do them very often, but you know, when it comes to a subject like that, like this, definitely needs to be talked about. I think this is definitely an interesting conversation. Whether you like TikTok or you hate TikTok or you're in between, I feel like what I'm about to say may or may not resonate with you, or you might see what I'm thinking, but I just want to kind of just give you my thoughts. Starting off with just TikTok as a whole and why I like it as a platform. And that's always been a big thing with me as a creator, a person that makes videos. The platform that you choose to start off with is very important. You know, some people start off on YouTube. I started off on YouTube. There were times where I wish I started on TikTok, but now I'm kind of glad I started with YouTube, because now it's just like the future of TikTok is kind of in limbo. But that said, I just like the fact that you're able to get more exposure on TikTok. You're able to actually grow your audience, where on these other platforms, they don't really prioritize like you as the creator, or just try to reach to other people. Because you go on YouTube and you type in the Wolfman movie review, you're not going to see my thing on the page, you know what I'm saying, like right off the rip, you know, unless if it's only been like the first hour or so, you know, of it really first coming out. But sometimes you got people that have way bigger channels than me that get early access to these movies, so they're able to get out their reviews sooner. So it makes it a little bit harder for me to get some exposure, even though that video is actually doing well. It's a new year, so it's a little bit easier to get some larger views or just larger viewership and whatnot. But that aside, TikTok is definitely the overall better platform out of everything that is out. As far as giving you the tools necessary on the platform itself to edit and whatnot, and you can learn that stuff. Just the discussions and the different type of topics that get brought up on TikTok is completely different from what's on YouTube and what gets pushed on YouTube. Because you go on YouTube, if you're in the movie space, you're going to see a lot of like anti-woke, everything is woke, go broke, all that bullshit, Snyder Cut shit, and just, you don't see a lot of just people talking about films. Like, I'm not saying that there aren't channels on YouTube that talk about films, but you don't see YouTube pushing a person talking about like The Brutalist outside of just people that are in the know about that movie or care about like award seasons and stuff like that. You're not seeing a lot of people like having back and forth, like 2-hour discussions about Nickel Boy or nothing like that. But it's just two different kind of things going on with YouTube and TikTok. It's completely different landscape. Now, you do have your toxic side to both, but I will say, in my experience, the good the good outweighs the bad. And what I mean by that, like I said, like I can just go on TikTok and not have to see a bunch of like trash ass thumbnails just talking about the same goddamn thing, complaining about why are there black people that exist in this movie, or this black person is just this and that, and just I hate what YouTube has become as far as movie discussions goes, and just the overall lack of creativity on the platform. Even though there are people that are creative, but it's just a lot of people just kind of half-ass it, and they just want to be the next this or that. It's just not that much originality when it comes to YouTube compared to TikTok, in my opinion. And even just conserving the nostalgic stuff, like old 90s commercials and stuff, like you could get that on YouTube, but it's just the way it was packaged on TikTok was dope. It's just the discussions, or people ask, yo, what do you think are your favorite TV villains, movie villains, or just give me your top 5 this, or just even incorporating Letterboxd. Just a lot of just different things that I see on there that made that platform special. And I never understand people that go out of their way to hate on a platform if they've never used it. If I never used TikTok, I wouldn't be sitting here hating on it or cheering that it got banned in the first place, because the ban doesn't make sense at all, considering the fact that everything that the government wants or banned the app for, Facebook, Meta does it in tenfold. Like, they literally just were kind of talking about this not too long ago. So it's just, the hypocrisy is crazy, and it sucks because this app is gone all because Mark Zuckerberg, or just Google, people do not want to compete with TikTok, but they'll feel comfortable just stealing a lot of their ideas or trying to recreate their algorithm and failing miserably. And even now you're seeing Instagram, it looks a little bit more like TikTok. Everything looks more like TikTok. It's pathetic, to be quite honest. Now, I do think that if TikTok does go away forever, there might be another social media platform that will come along in the next year or two that will take its spot. Or maybe this will be a wake-up call for YouTube or just Instagram to actually give a fuck about the people that are using their platforms, and even Twitter to actually start to clean things up or make it more user friendly, or actually work on their algorithm. Don't always rely on their AI to kind of go through copyright and stuff like that. Get better with that and renegotiate some licensing things. I don't know, but I don't see that happening. That's just wishful thinking, that they would say, hey, we don't want these people going anywhere else, so let's actually kind of try to fix our platform to make people want to use it more, so they don't have to go to Red Note. People that are actually going to an actual Chinese app to spite the government for banning TikTok. And what's crazy is TikTok is banned in China, so it's just like, how do they even have an argument to ban it? It's just, that whole thing was just a complete circus. Now, Trump is going to be in office soon, and he says he's going to try to get it extended and get it brought back. And I think there will be some type of thing that's going to happen where TikTok will come back. The way it comes back, I have no idea. I think that's going to be an incredible day when it does happen. Like, you're going to see an instant boom on that platform. But now that people in the United States don't have access to TikTok, that's going to hurt TikTok even more, because the United States, anywhere we're on, any platform we're on, we make this shit pop, especially Black Americans. So, you know, who's going to really carry that? Is it going to be Canada, to the UK? You know, it's going to pretty much be a dying platform. You know, it's going to be a former shell of itself, for the most part. Like, you know, you're going to have people that are going to still take advantage of it and still build things outside of the app, but it's just not going to be as popping as it was when United States were on the app. And you kind of see that, and it's going to be interesting to see the future of social media, what's going to come out of this. Like, like a lot of other platforms are booming. You know, Clapper's going crazy, even though Clapper, all these different apps are just, they like to sell you on sex like crazy. Like a lot of these apps, Twitter, Clapper, Instagram, Facebook now is just like, it's all in your face. So it's going to be interesting to see what ends up happening. I don't think social media is going to go anywhere. It's just going to be a forever evolving thing. Let me know how you guys feel about all of this. I know I've just been kind of just yapping, but I just feel like it's an interesting discussion to be had. And what does that say about other platforms and stuff like that that aren't, you know, US based? And hey, what if they start banning like Japanese things? It just has nothing to do with nothing. It's just, I don't know. I think this sets a weird precedent, and it's something that shouldn't really be like, I don't think it should be mocked. I think it should be taken serious, because it's like, TikTok really did nothing to nobody. And it's nothing like, I don't know, man. Just let me know how you guys feel about it. And till next time, I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.